Welcome to Bedcrime Stories Podcast. I'm your host, T, and I hope you're having a great day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night for you. Today, I want to cover the latest news and chat from the YouTube streets about the Kiely Rodni case. 1. Law enforcement's statement regarding Kiely's autopsy. Perhaps the biggest news in the case is the statement that law enforcement shared with the Sun newspaper yesterday. Law enforcement is saying that they have Kiely's autopsy results in their possession, but they do not expect the investigation, review, and redaction processes to be completed until the 1st of November. They're still waiting on the toxicology report. Now, the law enforcement spokesperson said, and I quote, "The toxicology report, which has not come back yet, will be included with the entirety of what we will release when the investigation is complete and the records are ready for release." Death investigations have varying investigative time components depending on the circumstances surrounding the investigation. It's not uncommon for final coroner reports to take 2 to 3 months to be ready for public release. End quote. The Sun then reached out to Kiely's family for a statement regarding the autopsy, and the family spokesperson replied as follows: "No news on cause of death, funeral, body being released, toxicology, etc." End quote. So, we just have to wait and watch. We may or may not be privy to the information, but if there is foul play involved, we will definitely know about it. Moving on. 2. The rear seatbelt seen coming out of the back of Kiely's CRV. In the Adventures with Purpose video, we see an underwater photo of what appears to be a black seatbelt coming out of the CRV's rear door, the one at the very back. It is very curious to see a seatbelt coming out like that in that part of the CRV, because we know that Kiely was found back there. Some are speculating that the seatbelt was perhaps used to secure Kiely in the back area so that she would not float out of the car. Emma of Crime Stories Obsessed did some excellent research on the back seat seatbelts in a CRV in her video entitled Kiely Rodni Rear Seatbelt that was posted today. I will leave a link to it in the description. Emma pointed out that Sammy knew about the small, unobtrusive sticker of a ram that was on Kiely's rear window, and she asked her audience, if Sammy was not such a longtime friend of Kiely's, how is it that she noticed that sticker? When we first heard about the sticker from law enforcement, we all thought it was a larger sticker. I know I did. And I was surprised to see just how small it really was. So could Kiely's friends, Sammy, have noticed the small sticker when they were doing something to the vehicle? That's a loaded question and I'm not going to answer it. But back to the seatbelt. Emma ultimately asks, is this seatbelt sticking out by accident, or did someone deliberately secure it there for some reason? It is definitely curious knowing that Kiely was found by the AWP diver back there. Moving on. 3. The black tank top crumpled in the dirt. According to the really cool and very articulate lady who goes by Sleuthy and who seems very well versed in doing research, a lady told her that she came upon the crumpled black top on August 8th at approximately 11:26 a.m. on Prosser Dam Road, which parallels the Prosser Creek Reservoir. This woman says she's the one who took the photo of the crumpled top. I'm assuming this lady was a volunteer searcher who was out there looking for Kiely right after she went missing on August 5th and early in the hours of August 6th. The story goes that this lady either telephoned the police about the top or called police over who were already nearby at the same location to see the top. The lady supposedly had to leave to go to work and could not stay until she saw the police either show up or come over to take the top. The lady doesn't know if the police ever took the top to process it. So, is this Kiely's black bodysuit? I'm personally not so sure. In the surveillance video still shot of Kiely from the local truckie business that was taken at 6 p.m. on the day of the party, I'm seeing spaghetti straps on her bodysuit. In the photo of the crumpled top, I'm seeing either a thick strap or the crotch part of a bodysuit. Sorry for using the word crotch. It's one of those yucky words, right? But truthfully, I think that it's a strap and not a crotch. What do you guys think? If this really was found on August 8th at that location, it certainly is curious. Note that the top was found on the other side of the Prosser Creek Reservoir from where the party was held. That location on the other side of the reservoir would be in the direction one would head to go to the Boca Reservoir. Now, do you guys remember Nick, the emergency responder who told Adventures with Purpose that he saw a blonde female and a male wearing a black San Francisco cap on Saturday, August 6th around noon near the Boca Reservoir? Of course you remember that. Could this black top be connected to Kiely in some way? I mean, if she really was the person that Nick, the driver, came upon, is it possible that this is her top? I wish I knew. My gut says no, but the location and time that the top was allegedly found tell me to remain open to the possibility. Moving on. 4. Sammy Smith getting a lawyer. Sammy appears to have really retained a criminal defense attorney, and I think that's a smart move on behalf of her parents. Anyone who is associated with this case and who has been out there, as in talking to the press and YouTubers, would be smart, in my opinion, to consider getting a lawyer. This does not mean that Sammy has done anything criminal in the case. It just means that she is taking this precaution. And if it were my child, I would advise the same thing. Moving on. 5. The new boyfriend, Nate. People are also talking about several people named Nate associated with Kiely, Sammy, and this area as a whole. One of them is purported to be a guy that Kiely dated for a few months. Listen to what Teresa, who I love by the way, from Criminality, said on Zav Girl's epically long live yesterday. Apparently there are also a bunch of Steves involved in the friend group too. I have no idea who these Steve guys are just yet, but I'll find out. But take a listen to what Teresa said.
Can you take us through the Nates again? Because I can't absorb while I'm trying to do chat. And that was the 4 Nates.
There's 4 Nates. So Kiely dated a Nate for a couple of months, and then Sammy dated a different Nate. And then there's the Nate that is the drug dealer that we see that went to court, and then we have Nate with the T last name, that is Jagger's friend. So there's 4 Nates.
Moving on. 4. The friendly fights that allegedly took place at the party. It sounds like there were 2 fights at the party. One was between 2 guys at the end of the night. The guys were allegedly yelling at each other, and we do have a brief clip of some guys who appear to be having an angry confrontation, but there's no sound. I will share that video with you in this video. Allegedly, one guy walked away while the other parked his car so as to block partygoers from exiting the party using the main road. Is that why Kiely maybe drove toward the reservoir? The other fight was allegedly between Kiely and another female. If Kiely really was involved in a fight that night, why didn't Sammy Smith mention it when she spoke to the guy on All American Dream Chaser?
Fighting at the party. The girl and guy, look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was, like, you had boxing gloves, people were, like, trying to instigate. It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going. This happens at a lot of our parties. We just do it to have fun. If somebody gets hurt, like, we have people in them, but
so it wasn't like a fight out of anger. It was just kind of just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, to see who wins and who goes home with the title. Which I hope at the end of it, people do end up getting a fight over who won, but not this time.
So Sammy mentions the friendly fights, but fails to mention Kiely being involved in one. So now people are looking at images of Sammy Smith and Kate Kuno looking for injuries. Sammy supposedly has injuries on her legs, or some people have said so. I looked at video of her talking, and I did not see any bruises on her legs. I also looked at the video of Kate Kuno and Jager Westfall talking to a reporter from Fox 40 News, and I could not see any bruises or any marks on Kate. Is it possible that Kiely was injured during this fight, and could that possibly have had something to do with what ultimately happened to her? Possibly, but this is all pure speculation at this point. Let's hope law enforcement knows exactly what went down at the party with that fight. Moving on. 5. Kiely being 16 and hanging out with seniors. The party was for seniors. We saw that in the party invitation that was posted. Although we've heard that kids from ages 13, 14, and up allegedly attended the soiree. How well did Kiely know these seniors? Kiely went to a local charter school named Forest Charter School. The majority of the other kids, from what I understand, went to a different high school. Why did Kiely go to this charter school in the first place? Was it because of the COVID pandemic? Was it because she wanted to graduate early? We don't know. What we can say is that it doesn't appear that Kiely graduated with the majority of these other kids, or that she would have known them well, the way seniors normally know each other because they've been in classes together for 4 years. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope that helped clarify a few things. It may have led to more questions. I don't know, but I'm trying to stay on top of it all for you guys. Until the next time on Bed Crime Stories. Now do me a favor. It's free. All you gotta do is smash that like button. And if you feel like it, leave me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for?